because they haven't spotted those players getting information on the other side of the map. And now, well, they're going to start making their way towards B, where the majority of players are.
Yeah, it's going to be a little bit of utility here to slow them down, or at least to attempt to do so. Perfect stun onto Chronicle connected. braveaf doing a good job up above with that utility, allowing Boaster to pick up that double as they move towards the site. Mech's numbers are just thinning out. And although Brave eventually falls, it's a 4v2. This retake should be easy for Fnatic to connect.
Yeah, you'd have to be a little bit disappointed if they weren't able to get something done here. Redgar, he's been given a fight, but doesn't actually find anything from it. And now it's left all onto Nats. He's pretty damn good in these scenarios. Already on for the ace, needing 2 more and trying to isolate one of these duels. But Mistic will put him down before he gets too dangerous. I'll say too dangerous because it already was dangerous. Way back towards the A site, and to be fair to Fnatic, they do have the majority of their players here.
Yep, the stack up is there, gives them the best chance of success, but even then, you're going to see some of these duels be very difficult on range. Defo is dropped to start with, and, well, Chronicle's gone as well. This is looking reasonable for Fnatic with just Spectres. Magnum's even coming up behind now, upgrading to a rifle, but he'll be dealt with, leaving it all into the hands of Boaster. Now with rifles in the hands of... Oh, Meg Boaster almost lost his life to that one. Oh, the nade is great! No. He actually got out of there. He survived up above. Step bird, they know that braveaf is here. There's bullets everywhere. And as they go up, he's still in the corner. Oh, they're going to be so mad they tried to clear it. 2 quick kills for Fnatic. The advantage firmly theirs and locked in even further with Magnum's quick connection. Look at Redgar's health. sheydos is the only one that can do anything in this round. 1 kill away from the res, and he gets the res online. Unfortunately, it's at the cost of his life. And Redgar, as we said, you know, his health ain't too strong. His chances of winning this round even weaker. Oh, well, out of player. Maybe it's for the showstopper to allow that ult to go down for a nade or something. There we go. Showstopper used, and it takes down Redgar. Molly already on the spike. A time delay strategy not even working out. It's being diffused halfway already. Mistic and Derke with 2 quick kills, and it's Fnatic's round easily. Oh, Mech are locked out. They can't even...
And you mentioned those ults. Well, both of them have been diminished here. It's going to come down to raw battles. Luckily, they do have Derke on side, but Chronicle is very, very quick to trade that one back and leave it into a 2 versus 3. Magnum's taking quite a bit of space here. He's going to get 1 for free at least, probably knowing that he's isolated on 2 different accounts. And, well, now it's all onto Mistic.
Really tough with no utility to play with here. Even a smoke, your molly, anything. One player was peeking. He's trying to catch a bullet or 2. I like that target selection. Oh, he baits Chronicle perfectly. There's the tap now as he steps up close, and Defo goes down. The head connected through the wall. Mistic has got this round in the bag. What an absolutely gorgeous clutch. This could be kind of nasty with Chronicle still lurking around here.
Spike planted.
You know, these guys are so focused on trying to make it over the trap wire. Yeah, they have no idea that this player sat there and a double kill comes out of it. Oh, it's as good as it possibly could have been. Meg have another little flank play coming through. Defo hiding behind the boxes. And he'll get a...
I'm holding onto that cross.
I tell you what, another MVP coming in for sheydos. That wall just saved Redgar's life. He got headshot. Oh, well, he's dead now. I'll tell you that for sure. Magnum's just taking a double. Here comes the reveal as well. Oh, this is dangerous. He's going to be able to spray on through. Chronicle. He survives for a moment. For a moment. And then
in fact, Fnatic have decided to double up, but they managed to kill off Boaster. That's pretty impactful.
Pretty big start indeed. Look at that push through the smoke as well. Derke had nothing to say about that. For Fnatic, you're probably starting to float the word save around. If it wasn't this late on into the game, you're diving on this one. The kills, well, not going their way whatsoever. He plays here. I can appreciate it, though. Doesn't seem to be working out. Fnatic gonna mount the retake. 3 players left to deal with. Rolling Thunder put out, but Derke is still able to watch the cross. Great repositioning from him on towards main. And wow, that is an ambitious attempt. Redgar is gonna take a lot from that. 2 kills already, hiding on the back of the site. He opens up another avenue of attack. Gotta try to stay alive, run this clock down as much as possible. He's got the crossfire from his teammate. And this should be it. Oh, he's in the smoke! What a ludicrous play by Redgar! The defuse underway, Nat stops it. And just in time. I don't think they've got this one. No, they don't. He hasn't been caught. They're not going to push up on the back, but in fact, Flank applying a lot more pressure than I think they realize. The whole team turns around, pops their utility on Defo. Now they look to deal with Nats. But that is a tougher task than it might seem. He's still alive on the site and still claiming bodies. No one's able to deal with this guy. And now they're trapped inside of main. They've got to push forward or back, make a decision. And it's away from Nats. That's what Boaster and Magnum decide. I don't blame them, unfortunately. They fall straight.
So tough to get back into this one for Mac. They've at least got some utility to play with, at least an initial trade. That is a rifle potentially picked back up. Actually, they've managed to catch Derke getting aggressive as well. Now, the remaining 3 players are all playing from that dish area, and now they have their information. They can take the site for free. Now, they will have themselves some afterplant utility. You could see it already dropping, and with an aftershock in combination and a Molotov just before it, I think they've already bought enough time. Fnatic are always going to be the masters of the afterplant. That shot from sheydos was disgusting, but hey, I don't think Fnatic will mind too much. They've got themselves around, and you've got all of that utility available. The jump through Derke is going to be shut out, and the spam almost manages to kill off a second. sheydos has locked that position down, but Defo's caught by Mistic, leaves himself wide open and gives them the space now to try and challenge onto the site.
And they're going to start to close the distance. This is a big play for sheydos. If he can get one more, it would have been huge, or even just stay alive. But there is too much pressure applied.
30 seconds
Fnatic
left.
had him surrounded. It's still to get that spike planted. I think it's going to be attempted. At least it was. With Boaster down, though, that becomes very difficult. Mistic stuck on the site, being pushed out by utility. It hasn't actually reached him. He's still good in the corner. 23 health with a spam coming through. And now just 10 seconds left. braveaf has to run on into the site with 5 HP. He'll recover the spike, but can he even get it planted? Just 1 bullet needed. 4 seconds left. He's got to take this fight now or never. And it won't be found. Nats is just about slipped away. He's back that space. Default is going to be the prime spot for that, and well, the boom bot made it that little bit easier. Good night, Nats. Sweet dreams. We're back in M3C's favor. Mech putting a 4v3 on the board now. As this plant comes down, things are going to be tough for Fnatic to hold on to control.
Oh, the ults, though. That gets them the Viper's Pit online. They also have a Rolling Thunder to try and hold them back. That was attempted to use to stop Defo getting anything from this, and actually will. If he shot just a second earlier, he had a freebie. sheydos, though, comes back with 2. And now it's left all onto Boaster. A 1 versus 4. He's within his own Viper's Pit. He's trying to spot where these remaining players are. You can see the spam. He'll take the first, though. Chronicle already gone, and he might have just masked the sound by being able to drop down. He's going to hear all of their own footsteps, and it's just spamming within the smoke. Brings it down to 1, and Boaster clutches the 1 versus 4. Unbelievable.
Okay, they're going to see the wall breaking. They're going to hear it at least. They're going to know there's a player coming behind them unless they're distracted in this push forward. Around the orbital strike, Defo catches Derke. And now Magnum, well, he's got to be huge on this flank. If they don't know that he's here, that could completely change the tide of the game, but well, it might not. There's just too many players to deal with here. The Molly's down, though, to stop that defuse. sheydos is gone to it, and Magnum's got a double. Another round for Fnatic. Despite knowing there's 2 players here, they're not deterred. Maybe they should have been. Good nade. That's taking Derke down, too, and they're still going. Oh, God. Just not stopping, rushing it down, and, well, it has worked very well indeed. That flash even to close things out. 7 HP, aftershock up. And sure, Defo goes down. Trade! Showstopper behind! It's too late! They've gotten away.
That was close. And again, an afterpart looking likely. Magnum's managed to lurk through the smoke, and this also gives them the information. Boaster spots the whole squad trying to wrap around in the underground, and it leaves just 2 standing now. Defo, sheydos, to try and clutch this one out. Economy-wise, they're good. They might as well go for something here, even if it's just for the ultimate orbs. Try and find those extra kills and make it costly for Fnatic, but no one is showing a thing.
Oh, Fnatic just staying tucked in. They're making the right call on this one. Run that clock all the way down. Look at Mech just running out into all these angles. They don't have the info to play with here. 1 versus 2 for sheydos. He'll move up into heaven and catch one. And now he can start this defuse. The wall is down.
Oh, no time.
There's no time. Yeah, they've got this one in the bag. MAGNUM realized that he was just running for his life. Yeah, the Spike's actually the one leading the charge as well. Luckily took behind that box. He won't be spotted. And Derke is on for 3. Oh, he'll do it himself. Running it down on this B site. Should be nice and easy. Nats is still around, bulldog in hand, caught behind some smokes inside a snake fight, and not the prettiest of fights we've ever seen. The boombot was there to close it out either way. Chronicle, he'd love to have an orbital strike here, but even then, Tom, how much would that really help? This round is looking done. This map is looking to go the same way. It's been one hell of a fight for Fnatic. And just 1 kill away from taking that step towards Reykjavik. They'll have 2 maps to try and close it out and then book their spot over there.
Chronicle's giving this a go, but okay, he's managed to get himself an orbital strike. He's going to try and deny at least a little bit of extra space, but there's so many angles to hold, and of course it's going to be done.
May 1st last year, and it was these 2 teams against each other.
Oh, damn.
Jeez, Fnatic picking up the pace on this. They're already out on the B site. sheydos in there with 2. And all right, Redgar's gone swinging out wide, maybe scared of some utility coming his way. Instead, he has gone down for nothing. We're into a 3 versus 3 as Fnatic reset and look to push into the late stage of this round. Just real quick, what I was going to say, Fnatic, they played up against the old, what was Gambit at the time, the Masters 3 champions we have here, with a very similar roster. And, this was the comp they were running at the time. That game decided who went to Iceland, and we're in the same boat here.
Let's see. They've tried to bait the rotation, Mitch. It hasn't worked. They basically ran all the way back. They pulled off 1, but sheydos is still waiting. Already gets himself a 3rd, a 4th kill in this round, and looks to try and ace it in the pistol. It's left on to Mistic. He might just want to try and deny getting that ace with sheydos, but he won't be able to.
And up through a mid. They've got to go forward eventually, and it's through this choke point again. It's sheydos to stop them. He'll only get the 1, and the trades come in quickly. Fnatic at least getting towards that site. They pulled it into a 3v2, but they really don't want to lose any more weapons at this point. They are up against such a weak buy from M3C. And with MAGNUM quite low on HP, I was getting worried with that frenzy coming around the corner. Although at this stage, they should really expect another player to be towards the spawn. They'll safely get a plant. And this round should be recovered.
10 seconds left.
And Redgar's waited. At least he'll have his flash online, but, well, he's basically just going to have to run through utility to try and get anything done. However, for Nats, there's an opportunity to at least do some damage. You can see MAGNUM already falling back into a slightly more passive position, and with a remaining couple of players out towards long, like, a victory here for Nats seems impossible. And you can even see they've got contact and then a swing. Like, for him to isolate both of these duels is nigh on impossible.
Players here for Mech. That dash on his site. Derke went undetected even still. They had no idea this guy was here. Oh, an enigma that completely opens up the round. Now they've got the plant for sure, even with that low time. And the blitz strategy finally needs some success. sheydos. Oh, this is dangerous. Res, but no wall. He's going to bait it. Use that body to fight out in the open, and it won't get them anything. The punishment there immediately. Fnatic now know where sheydos is, and they've got the 2v1. The plant, not ideal. This isn't really something that you can stop if sheydos goes for the defuse, but he's unlikely to stick it, right? At least that's what Fnatic are hoping. They better up the pace. He's already got it halfway. Here comes the swing, but the shots are not. Boaster's going to be spotting out a few right away on long. That's interesting, actually. You're going to have 100 Fury pop catching them as they fall back, and then the showstopper. I've even put in the orbital strike. Oh my god.
He's got Spike.
Well, that shouldn't have happened.
There's no way he wins this. Thank God. Completely surrounded. Yeah, I guess that's how you win a round, just using your ult.
Afterwards either. We have this constant spray going down, but lack of information from Mech leaves them with a pretty passive play on B. Good to at least get 1, but sheydos cannot commit any further towards this. If Boaster went down there, I think the round was over. I think jumping up on top was ludicrous, but yeah, it looks like it might be over anyways. 1v4 to win out, and well, that's just going to be too much to ask from the IGL. At least a round on the board for Mech, and they've done it flawlessly as well.
Extremities are currently locked. They've done exactly the same thing with the Viper's Pit, so this has to be a almost direct brawl coming out, which is something that most of the time Mech are going to be quite happy with. Redgar is actually just going to go running into the smoke, already manages to find one. What is with these right-click classic kills currently coming out for Fnatic? It will be the trade back for Nats, and Mistic again puts it into a 2v2.
At least the one kill for him, and they'll try to get a little bit more. Goes in on that side, get the plant. Nothing that Mech can do to deny it.
Spike planted.
The recon is not going to spot Chronicle out, and he even gets away with the kill. Mistic calling down the orbital strike on himself, essentially. But he won't catch the player. Chronicle has still made it out, and now they'll group up and try to at least take him down together, trade out. It's all they need to do. The smokes are in play. This is really tough. They know where he is after that spray too. Waiting for him to emerge from that smoke. The diffuse is already through. Fully this stack on the B side. Mech are more than capable of dealing with this. Defo has been deleted though. Here's the showstopper connecting on Redgar. Defo, or Derke, excuse me, will eventually go down, but come on, Chronicle doesn't get much more than that. 2 kills. Is it enough though? Well, we'll see what sheydos can do. That res still online. Good kill. And he'll look to get a teammate back up here maybe.
Look at the time.
10
There's only 10
seconds.
seconds. They have to try and push him. Flash into the corner. sheydos lands the shot again. And now it's left into the 1 versus 1. He still has that res. But at this point, it has to be the kill. They need to go for the push. And sheydos is going to clutch it out. This man is in unbelievable form right now. The thing is, this is where Mech play their best work. Holding on in these sort of afterplant scenarios. It can be so difficult already. A tap onto the spike. sheydos is going to go through it. And still again, just battling and brawling, hiding in that back corner. Another comes up for Nats, and he's just going to wipe him clean. It's left all onto Brave, hoping to try and get something, and it's not quite enough. Damages Nats to low HP, but it will be.
Just keep on healing him, even as he's in that snake bite, and that's what we saw there. As he's running out of the snake bite, he was consistently at 70 HP, being kept alive by Redgar. They're going to tap this here. Molly's coming over, but they've got it halfway. That's great for Fnatic. They can be comfortable taking their foot off the pedal a little bit here. Derke, well, he's never comfortable doing that. It starts to become a problem now. They know it's halfway. Mech are going to rush out to try and stop this, but they can't get there in time. Fnatic have just snuffed the diffuse under their nose. The res still to play with. There you go. Defo's going to be brought back into the round, and now Mech look to blitz on through. The kill already going their way to open this up. They're waiting for Brave to be pushed out by the nade. Nobody can come and help them through the TP. That's just a beautiful execute by Mech. Every fight a 1vx, and now Magnum's got to clutch it all by himself.
Yeah, no real chance from there. And yeah, as you said, just seem to have it buddy up in onto B. Still going to be some counter utility. Defo hoping to try and find something here with the showstopper, but if anything, he's just forced them back, and that's fine. It may not be damage, but instead they managed to lock down half of this site. Counter ultimates being expended. It's an observer's nightmare of different pieces of utility being thrown out all at once, and the time still ticking as Boaster and Mistic combine within the smoke, and now it's left to Redgar. A 1 versus 4 scenario. Fnatic have used a lot to make sure that they guarantee this round for themselves, and there's even a flank coming through towards the end. No chance for Redgar to win this at this point. The Spike in a horrible position, and he's going to try and get some damage done. They have plenty when it comes to economy. A nice shot. Stop this one going down. The difference, though, is there's still a minute left on the clock, and Derke's had to go forward. He's trying to fight into these players, and sheydos is going to shut him out before he can get anything done. Nice shots from MAGNUM, but it might not be enough.
Boaster super late flank, but they're watching for it. Redgar has been clearing this the whole time, but Boaster hits the shot, clears his back. Now he'll look forward some information, but oh, it's costly. The shot's connected for Mech beautifully.
I've seen this so many times. This timing could be absolutely everything. Oh, it's not pretty, but then it's Chronicle, who wraps back through as well. Now jumping into that TP, they have this site for free. Fnatic looked like they had such a solid read, but that split-second mid-round call from Redgar might have just ended the map.
Yeah, just great space taking from him, sitting down outside. Like I said, keeping those players in position by just avoiding giving them the information that B is clear. it was such a small thing, but it led to Fnatic having 2 players on B long in the late round when the hit came in. So they try to rotate through quickly, running down B long, running down the fountain. And of course, Redgar is sat there. He's listening to that the whole time.
It's going to land on either side of the map and try and fake things out a little bit, but it does seem like sheydos is now building his team up to go for this fight. It's the nade thrown through, but actually Chronicle is the first one to land a shot. Derke going in for a little bit more, and he's going to end up with 4 kills. A collapse to almost confirm the round, and now Nats is the only one remaining. I'm sure that Derke on the other side is going to want a little extra piece of the pie. Start things off as sheydos did in the previous map, and Nats is going to go peeking into the angle. Derke sets this off with a bad.
And not at all. Now they've even come in with another. Okay, Nats is down, and a little bit of control for braveaf atop the wall. Good flash deals with him. Numbers even back up. Fnatic have to rotate to the B site. MAGNUM playing late on the ramp is going to be in a little bit of trouble if he loses the fight. It's about to go down towards heaven, and he has. You know, with I just saw Derke get a kill on B. He's on A before them. He's beat them. He's gotten to A before they've made it to B from heaven and caught them on the cross. There's 1. There's 2. God. That brings him up to a trip. They're going towards the right side of the map here, Tom. Only Mistic to defend B. This is starting to get a little bit worrying. Good paranoia, but he doesn't catch Redgar with it. Oh, Defo is 1-to-1 traded the showstopper. That's as good as it gets. A 2v3 for Mech where they come in with pistols, and now it looks like they'll get the plant.
10 seconds
There's
left.
also the lurk from Chronicle. I don't think they're going to expect anybody to still be here, but the timing just about works out. They also have a snake bite to try and force the player off, but Redgar, with an almost instant kill, leaves it just onto Boaster. They may not expect him to have pushed this far forward so quickly.
Situation for Mech. They're going in through this control constantly and winning the duels. Finally, though, they're going to be put to a stop on that heaven and vent control. It's not Boaster, who had been trying to play those angles earlier in the eco and so on. But it doesn't quite matter. Having Derke, having MAGNUM there to deal the damage leaves Mech really reset back into the early round. They've got no extra control past vent room, which has been given up by Fnatic pretty much every round. They've reset into mid, which is just going to leave them in... Someone has to be a hero. They're running into a 3-player B stack in a 3v3. And all the utility there for Fnatic as well. Best of luck to them. With 10 seconds left on the clock, they've got to go quickly.
1 enemy remaining.
Yeah, it's gone about as expected. It's to lurk inside a Viper's pit. Not many players are brave enough to attempt that. And
it's gorgeous.
Spike down B.
Oh, just cleaning it up. The paranoia coming through to slow them just as Derke made it around. Derke in this round as well had in the Mecha just really hoping for some way back into this.
Okay.
Ooh,
nicely done,
gets
Chronicle.
out.
Yeah, he's able to get out of there with the TP, so Derke's ult comes to nothing. You're going to have the operator now to play with, essentially, to throw the false on the way out. Mistic is gone. Brave shortly to follow, and now things become very scary indeed. Boaster can't even get his flash popped before he's being taken down by Chronicle, and they know the exact angle that MAGNUM's got to be coming from. They've got mid, they've got B main. It only leaves this. He goes back up into heaven, and they're going to take this together. 4 players from Fnatic looking to seize this control. Nats has already been spotted. He runs away to try and keep himself alive for a little bit longer, cause that extra angle for them to have to clear, but he's down and dealt with. Now they look towards the rest of the side on the retake. sheydos, the first to be targeted and dealt with. The close left corner in danger. Defo is gone as well. It's Redgar to clutch it again. The same position as before, this time just 15 HP and absolutely no hope. So he is out of here while Fnatic pick up an 8th. This is starting to become a scary defensive side.
And they will have their afterplant after all.
Oh, Derke has ended up losing out on that duel. There's a way back in for Mech with Nats holding on to their flank, moving up to cover in heaven as well with his teammate. Himself and Chronicle can play that crossfire, keep the top control, and it's planted for them. Something that Fnatic are going to have to be aware of. What has just happened? Nats is the last alive. You blink and you miss it, literally. And those shots, well, they missed. That's for sure. 9 on the board. 9 rounds with nothing done. It's been a really, really rough map for him so far. Nats is still alive on 70 HP after spamming away. And he has made it out of that side alive. Still, they need some kills. They need to maintain some control. And it hasn't gone well for Defo to start with. Now, with Heaven lost, these players on site, they get pressured. I like the orb down. It's actually Fnatic's orb that provided some cover for Mech. That said, the cover didn't seem to do all that much. Put them down to 40 HP. Chronicle 1v5. Hey, he's got 5 bullets in the head, Hunter.
Spike
You never know. Well, there we go.
Oh, that's so...
I love him.
You can see that Fnatic are still going to take this one nice and slow. They've got all of their utility available, making sure they clear some of these positions. Chronicle's the main danger man here, although Nats has managed to get one from the backlines. sheydos in the crossfire as well. Luckily, Mistic is there, and the punish. Only 2 bullets in the clip. Nats again still fighting tooth and nail, and Redgar was very far behind. Will eventually come in, but this could be a surprise, you know? It's so late. Oh, no.
Yeah, so you've just noticed.
Oh, no.
You've just noticed.
I didn't know.
He can make it to the site. Oh, no. Oh, no, he's made it on! He's got the kill as well! Even the weapon picked up now. No info on the... Whoa, he's actually guessed it right! Great damage. Derke on 10 HP. Redgar actually clutches it. A shorty in from B.
Just delaying this, but Derke, he's a little bit sneaky. Uses their own smoke to try and stop them catching him, but the stuns in combination will drop that man to the deck. Now Redgar, he's spotted them already. He knows exactly where they are.
Well, that wall up's at least going to buy Fnatic a little bit of time as they move to the site, but they've got to deal with Nats. That wall up actually buys him a lot of space. 2 kills for Defo with it.
What?
How?
What?
I've never seen 1, let alone 2. The hard way. Derke with that kill. He already had a showstopper online, but it's not going to be used. Not this time. Redgar cancels it out. Oh! Quickly done by Derke. He's going to try to finish the kill. That might get a showstopper back out, but he's out of ammo. And now he's being hunted down. It comes with a huge cause. They're even going to attempt the res here. Nats taps it for just a second. He's going to run out of time, though. Redgar's down. Not going to be able to get him back up and online. That flash dangerous. Nats still gets out on top. 1v2. sheydos with it all to do. At least the spike is down at his feet, though. We're just up above. Fnatic, with 39 seconds, they can go anywhere they want. This is going to be a slow one. Going up that rope, though, would just signal death, surely.
30
They
seconds
forced him
left.
back at least, but still haven't really managed to take that ground just yet. Mistic a little bit further back. They're going to try and peek this together. sheydos is so quick on the trigger, but it is going to be the trade straight back.
And really, it's situational for Fnatic. You know, not necessarily a choice to leave it that late. They just didn't have a smoke to put down.
What?
Waited for the refresh. Boaster's being shot down. Nats staying close, says Derke. Dropping out of absolutely nowhere. Materializing on the site. And with a Viper's pit down, Chronicle tries to make a play.
Spike planted.
It's not to B. It's to A. And that's where the spike's gone down.
Oh no, there is no escape. It's patient from break. It was looking done with Derke's entries, making this one almost look like an inevitability for this Fnatic side. Instead, though, there's still an opportunity here for Mistic within the smoke. Will already drop one, give them that advantage back once again. The remaining 2 trading effectively, keeping it into this 2v2 scenario, but they may not know the Magnum's still within this corner, still just sat back watching onto the spike. He knows nobody's on it. They have to clear this together, and they will. Mech again, never down, never out, and they've got themselves an 8th.
It's going to be a long road with 4 more rounds needed to push to O.
This push, and Fnatic are basically making this move so incredibly late that they are going to get caught. Magnum's already down. Sure, the spike's still behind, but they got 15 seconds to make this move. The TP to the site's not going to do too much. Derke, though, will manage to find one. As you mentioned, sheydos with a quick trade, and actually, Brave is watching for that remaining player. At the last second, he's going to be able to get this plant down, but the remaining players are pushing it. Boaster needing this 1 versus 2, and it just won't happen. Mecha too quick to put that pressure on. again, the rounds come close, but again, it's Mech on top.
Yeah, so far it feels like Mech moving towards the site, having their 3 players in the B site, their late round default. Hey, Boaster making all this noise, all this presence, but the rest of the team is going elsewhere. Nat's still waiting for them, catches the first and the second, spike down at his feet.
A.
That is huge. He even continues to aggress. Nats is taking the whole team down. But for the wallbang of Defo, I think that would have been an ace.
Able to fall back to the site. He's got a smoke available. Redgar's gone. Derke looking back on form once again, and Defo under pressure. He's got Derke trying to wrap round, and he's being cornered. Still manages to find a headshot. And Chronicle looking to push back into the site.
Oh, that connection. It only takes down Boaster, who just been rezzed. But Chronicle does well even still. That's a man removed and flashes out of the play for Fnatic. You're gonna have to do this on just raw aim duels, and it's not going well. And you know, Boaster and Magnum, they're hearing that, but they've got the crossfire as well. Boaster's got to get some value from down below. He's dropped on, and only good for the one. The setup falls apart on this A site, and Mech have got the plant. Oh, they've got the round by the looks of it. 4 versus 2. Mistic and braveaf need to dig deep if they're gonna come up with anything in this. And well, instantly we get the stun, so Mystic's not going to be able to do all too much in terms of popping that last smoke down for a moment. It's just a waiting game. Mech have got a beautiful setup.
Headshot. Well, he's trying to fake it, almost trying to bait someone into peeking him, but they're not, just falling apart based off one shadow step.
But it looks like it's going to be secured. Plant down, and Mech have to play the retake. A retake for Iceland. And they're taking their time on it, letting Chronicle try to work some of these angles with the operator first. It's the right play. The flash is good. Magnum stepping it up here and now. This might just be enough for Fnatic to claim another OT.
Yeah, now it's sheydos' turn to try and pull off the impossible clutch. He's had a great day today in terms of individual brilliance, but just Magnum wasting his time, just baiting him in, and he's getting frustrated. Just, I've got to kill this man, and even still, I can't do it. Magnum will bring them back.
Still sitting here, though, waiting to fight as they come on out of mid, but that timing is absolutely perfect as mechs start to make their way forward. Fnatic are under heavy pressure on the site. Heaven control completely given up. The utility starting to come in. It's at that moment that they step it up, but mech, they come right back into it. Chronicle with another, leaves Magnum to do it all with Boaster's death, although he's still helping out with a kill from the grave. 2 to go. Magnum's been solid so far. Player just about to peek his left. That timing, oh, it works out so poorly for him. They call that swing on the crossfire at just the right moment. Looks like they might have a few more games on the cards before they're able to make it the full way. Face into an elimination. That's a lot to work against. Mech, just need this one, but Redgar's being caught off. Still, quick flank by Mech coming in through the vent room. They're gonna have Chronicle here before they'll expect him, but the shots are whiffed. That's a big problem. Defo goes up to follow, but he's also gonna be caught. Nats trying to put up a fight on the site's the only one to get any kills here. And that, well, that spells a big problem out for the M3 Seers. This is looking to be OT number 3 indeed. Site, there's the plant open for Heaven, but they haven't got Heaven control. They haven't even attempted to take it so far. Fnatic are holding on to it. In fact, they're mounting a little bit of a retake of their own, wanting to mount this fight towards the ramp, and they've run into Nats. That blind is perfect, but a little bit too late. And now it's going to be left just into the hands of Mistic. When they don't have to commit towards an A play, they're going to.
Yeah, and the flank's a little bit late. Like, the remaining players are still pushing through. sheydos needs some sort of hero play here, if anything. He's got a little bit of support, but getting out of here is going to be very, very difficult. And they're almost just trying to buy as much time as possible for this flank, which is finally coming through. But as said, it's just a little bit late. Magnum coming up with a couple, and now you look at Defo and Nat's positions. Well, after a while, you have to feel like Fnatic are going to predict this. And you can see it. Magnum's watching.
Yeah, they've got enough players to cover every angle. That's a great stun. Both players fully stunned up, but again... what? What? I saw every bullet hit him. What are you talking about? See what Boaster's able to do. Oh, this nade is nice. It's actually going to force them out a little bit, doing some decent damage along the way. The 1-for-1 trades, the flash to follow, and Nats just keeps on going still. Only the 1 kill to go his way, which leaves sheydos trapped in this corner. They all know that he's here, the whole team grouping up, rushing in. He's still good for 1, but Mistic will deal with him right after.
It's the best opportunity anyone's had on a defensive side so far. Mistic and Boaster, are they going to check the angle? Chronicle just hiding in the corner, and he's going to land both shots with a little help from his friends.
There's no one in vents. Little do they know, you've actually got Brave waiting to late flank them out through heaven. They're kept back by some utility on the ramp. Fnatic are just boxing them in. They're going to go for it being OT. And Defo's dropped down. That's at least a good kill to start it. This is where Brave needs to be huge on the flank. Magnum at least able to grab one. The defuse underway. They'll swing into it, stopping it at the start. Now things get dangerous. Halfway or just about. Brave coming around the corner, though. He stopped the defuse. He's running the clock down. Defo wants the swing, and surely that's it one on time now.
Oh, I don't think he's got it. It's going to be close. It must have been so ridiculous. Defo almost had it. It's looking like another good position for Mac.
It certainly is. Fnatic's retake certainly not to be scoffed at, but it's this.
No.
It's that. Nat's right up behind, sneaking his way on in. The rest of the team tucked in their corners, waiting, allowing Nats to make this play, and there it is. He strikes at just the right time. 17-16. Walk through like this. This timing is fantastic. He's going to swing through, but Magnum's ready somehow, and he's even spotted another.
sheydos is here trying to delay them. He's given at least a little bit of time. He actually peeks into the fragment, but the flash is solid. Defo will be forced back. He started this round off with a pick. He's hoping to get a little bit more, and although the time is low, they should have plenty to get themselves the plant. Redgar trying to get back in through heaven. Might know that there's a player close, but Brave is just waiting and watching the clear. Not quite going to come through in time, and now it's left on to the IGO in a 1v3. Does an extra little bit of damage, but it does look like this game is going to continue onwards unless he can find something unbelievable.
A jump piece coming through, just about to spot him. There you go. Swing out, no response from them, no kill on the back. He's actually going to reposition entirely.
Ooh.
Again.
Oh my
not
God.
Another push down mid. braveaf good for the opening, and they're out. They're not going to be greedy this time. Defo's going to try to see space elsewhere, and actually does a pretty fine job of it. He's right into the site.
Yeah, the snakebite not doing anywhere near as much damage as maybe they hoped it would. One goes down. Derke, he's found another, and the trades this time are going in Fnatic's favor. 2 players remaining. Chronicle, he's spotted. And actually, the rest of the team, they haven't turned around. They haven't looked back. Somehow he manages to get an opportunity, but it won't be enough. Fnatic will take the first defensive round.
He delays it, walks up B heaven, takes the kill, and puts enormous pressure on these players on site. And look at sheydos. He's been blinded up multiple times, yet still he's able to get a kill. Reposition down below, and that's another gorgeous stuff by sheydos. Here comes his teammate to help him out as well.
Oh my God, how is he alive? And when they need him the most, sheydos has come up with 3, and well, he's even, they've even got the stun there. There's no way the Boaster gets away with.
Skirmish here, play the fake. You know, we've seen this a couple times from Meg. And yeah, same thing's going to come through. That flash works.
Derke moves.
30 seconds
Oh,
left.
that's kind of risky. Derke is still there, though.
There, he moved away, but then went back to the peak. He's delayed them as well with the nade. And the problem now, Mitch, is there's only 20 seconds left on the clock. And do they expect Magnum to still be here? He's done this before, looks to do it again. And they're just running out of time. They have to get into the site. The spike is currently going through heaven. Are they attempting to go back to B? I don't even think they have enough time for this. Completely lost the plot towards the end, but it didn't even matter. Round was already over. A good read, a good hold from Fnatic, and it's just there every time. Stun into a second stun. sheydos is already going to drop 1. Magnum gets a good timing, but it doesn't really matter so much. And now they have to try and get rid of Nats at the back of this site. He has been an absolute rock when it comes to this defensive side. Trying to clear him out, it's just going to be impossible. And here's all that utility just going down. Grab well to delay them. Good luck for this one. Nats will close it 19-19. You don't even know when this is going to end.
If it's going to end. A difference from Fnatic, they try to play aggressive on mid. I guess not a difference when we see Brave and Derke do it a couple of times. M3C, good for the control to start with, and they are rolling over that A side. Redgar starting to really show up. And this is scary now. Oh,
No.
quick kills
No.
by Fnatic. Mystic getting a double on sight. He drops the spike. He goes in for more. And Mystic just cannot be stopped. This man was off at the start of the last round, and he took that personally. 2v1 with Nats having to clutch it. This was looking like a convincing attacking round for Mech.
Out of the
And my God, it has fallen apart quickly.
Oh, he's still alive and kicking though. Doesn't know where Brave currently sits. He's gonna sit there and wait, as it will be a huge comeback in this round. A 2 versus 5.
In their spot. Let's see if they've got what it takes this time. Mech playing very passive in towards B, having great stuns. And that's exactly what they were baiting for with that passive play. They want to punish Fnatic now. Let them take the space, and then they'll snatch it right back. 20 to 20. I'm going to call it here, because Magnum... I don't think he's getting away with this one.
So Mitch, I think, what do we call this when you get to 2020? This nade goes through. Nats is almost definitely dead. So incredibly low on HP. And actually, he's just going to be stuck in the mud, but they've held onto it, at least for now. And the time is ticking. He's going to clip the edge, though. Can't survive that extra piece of utility. Redgar, though, is almost instant with the trade. Bringing things back. sheydos there as well. Clinical as ever. And once again, it comes down to what looks like an impossible scenario, and Mistic can get nothing done. Displace him completely. Instead, he just holds position. And what Derke needs to try and clear him out. Instead, he's actually killed off Nats.
He didn't even try. I mean, why? How? That's what Nats is going to be asking. Defo's down too. Oh God. Fnatic, they're fighting their way right back into this one despite sheydos' kill. And I like this Boaster coming in on the flank. He's heard the steps, heard the
30
rotates.
seconds left.
He's not going to play all the way through, not wanting to give away that advantage. Instead, they'll take the plant, and it's a quite passive one as well. Considering the control over Heaven, they opt instead to play it in on default. It's going to make it harder to hold on to in the late round. As Meg begins to push back out, though, Chronicle falls. And that's a devastating blow, really. You've already used up a lot of your utility here as sheydos. They've got to win some fights right now, or this one's going to be going to another OT.
He's hoping for that spam, but not going to get anything from it. And you could just see how passive they're holding. Not giving anything up, not giving that extra space.
Searching for it. They're coming slowly, though. They're conscious that he could be sat in any of these corners. I mean, that was a nice swing by sheydos, to be honest. He timed that perfectly, but Derke is just way too quick.
And now 5v4, an opportunity here for them to get back in. Nats already shuts down one, though, and the trades have started to go back thick and fast. Fnatic swing back themselves, leaving it all on to Nats alongside Chronicle, and Chronicle's left alone. The retake is superb from Fnatic,
who are trying to stop them, but sheydos is above it. He's able to at least catch the first. That's all he'll get this time, though. Fnatic really upping the pace. They've got the site control, they've got the advantage, and Mech are having to play a retake with one less player, with no sheydos to flash them in or stun them up. Even a little bit of damage taken here by Redgar. This is going to be a tough round. We might just be looking at the final one playing out. And in fact, Tom, just take a look at Derke. He's running
such a rat
all the way, and this is perfect because Fnatic have got the time to do this. They've got players on site. They still have 2 snake bites on Magnum. He has a post plant setup inside of B main, and then late play flank. This is their round. I'm gonna call it now. Mech don't win this. I mean, they need a god tier performance to get out alive in this one. They have to catch Derke, and they've done none of it. Fnatic win this one out 23 to 21, and they're booking their flights to Iceland, baby. They're going to Masters.